Yeah, my trigger fingers itching for your pension, so I'm on the mission.
Hey guys, this is Angela giving you news Angie's Way. Today I got a nice, quick, and easy recipe: shrimp and grits. So you're gonna have your salt. You see the pimentos, the sherry wine, chicken stock, black pepper, your grits. Then you're gonna have your garlic, your onions, your cheese, cheddar or slices, whatever you want to use, green peppers, and I have margarine. I don't have butter this time. You can use butter if you want, but margarine would do the trick as well. And then, of course, you have your deveined shrimp, and I like Gulf shrimp. All right, let's get started. You're going to take about, I would say, it's like a tablespoon of, not even a tablespoon, about half a tablespoon of chicken stock, or a quarter of a tablespoon of chicken stock. Mix that all in. And that's, for the grits, that's like 4 cups of water to a cup of grits. So the ratio is 2 to 1. So if you do 1 cup of grits, you do 2 cups of water. So I'm just going to mix it in. I already added my salt to the liquid. So I'm mixing it in. And we're going to just let that simmer just a little. Add a little pepper to it as well. Let it simmer. And when you do your shrimp and grits, you don't have to add chicken stock, but chicken stock gives it a nice flavor, home style flavor. So it doesn't taste like the typical grits. It gives it a nice little flavor. And then when we add the cheese, that just smooths it on out. So just stir it. And keep it on low, because you know grits can start to pop and it can stick to you. Give you a nice little burn if you cook it too fast. So just keep stirring it and keep it down low. Alright, so we're going to add our butter to our pan. Alright, we're going to add the green peppers. And we'll cook the green peppers first because you want them to get a little tender. You don't want them to be too hard. Excuse me. And they cook a little longer than onions. And you don't want your vegetables to be translucent, or you don't want your onions to be translucent. You want it to have a little crunch to it. So we're cooking the green peppers first, but we're not going to overcook our onions as well. So just mix it all in. Sorry about that. Alright, so I'll let it sit. I'll let it cook for about 2 minutes. I'm stirring it again, and they're just about right. So I think at this point I can get ready to add my onions. And the onions are just diced small. You can use elongated slices, long slices if you want to, like julienne slices, however you like to eat your shrimp and grits. However you prefer it, is how you fix it. So I'm going to mix it all in. And you want to keep your fire down a little low. You don't want it up high because you don't want to scorch the butter and then burn your onions and overcook your peppers. And you're just pretty much sauteing them. You see the green pepper's color is changing slightly. So they're getting there. Alright, checking on the grits. Stir them up because they will clump up if you don't. And I like my grits thick or creamy, so that's why it looks like there's a lot, because it is. But trust me, with that, and let it cook slow, and then you add the cheese and a little butter, it'll loosen it up and it'll be just right. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the butter. I let it sit for about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna add the butter. Now what you could do is you can go ahead and cook the grits before you start the shrimp, because the shrimp doesn't take long. It's the grits that takes the longest, so that's why I'm just slow pacing my cooking fire for my shrimp as well, because I turned it all the way down because the grits is taking a little longer. Alright, now this is on low heat, real low heat, so it's not scorched. Add the shrimp, and at this point I'm going to add my salt and pepper. And just a dash. I'm using sea salt and pepper. You don't need much seasoning to it, because the shrimp has a wonderful flavor as it is. And then you have the onions and the peppers and the butter. That's going to season the shrimp, and that's going to give it a nice flavor as well. So you just saute that all up. So now I'm going to add my sherry wine. And I'm going to do I'm going to coat that whole bottom pan and have maybe just a little bit, rising. But I want enough liquid for my my shrimp. For my grits. So I'm going to just let that simmer, because we have time, because we got to wait for those grits to get ready. And like I said, if you cook the grits ahead of time, then you don't have to slow the process for the shrimp. Now I'm adding the garlic, because the garlic, I want it to simmer with the shrimp, and I don't want to kind of scorch it, so I put it in last. Because as you can see, there's not a lot of liquid, just enough to pour a little bit over your grits to eat with your shrimp. So now the grits are just about there. So now I'm going to add the cheese. And I like cheddar cheese, because cheddar cheese just gives it such a bold flavor. And just mix that in. Now you see that your shrimp are done. So I'm going to add my pimentos to give it some color, and it gives it a little kick to it as well, because pimentos are kind of spicy. So it gives it a nice little, it blends in with the sweetness from the peppers and the onions, and then the garlic and the pimentos just give it a just right flavor. So you just saute it in. Alright, just look at the grits. They are nice and yellow. Look at the color. They're nice and creamy. They're thick, but they are creamy. And the cheese, just add that creaminess to your grits. And incidentally, I keep the tails on my shrimp because I like to suck that juice out. You can take the tails off if you like. This is the finished product. So you see the shrimp, you see the juices from the liquid from the sauce from the shrimp. You see the green peppers, the pimento, and you see the speckles of Cajun spice and the golden yellow grits. Nice presentation. You can add bacon bits, but if you're vegetarian, you don't want to add bacon bits, but you can add bacon bits. I prefer not adding bacon bits. All right, let's try out the grits. Look at that, golden yellow. So good. Let's try the shrimp. The shrimp is nice and tender, crunchy, just right. Look at that. So good. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So please subscribe, comment, and like. Until next time, deuces.